Welcome back to yet another edition of the Deuce and Don podcast. I'm one of your co-hosts, Don Blake.
And I'm Deuce, man. We back, baby.
Yes, sir. We are back. Yeah, man. We missed it. We're finally back. We gonna just pick up where we left off pretty much. We're kind of freestyling this episode, and I'm liking it. First things first, though, we got to give a shout out to Big V Sky Zone. You know what I mean?
Shout out OG, man.
Yeah, he blessed us with the merch.
Shirt.
Yeah. That's cool. But let's smoke first, and that's what we did today. You know what I mean? And we came through now, and we're recording. So we appreciate Big V. He's been a big supporter of the podcast and with Don Blake's music as well. So we appreciate that. Yeah, man. How was your Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving was it was an event. It was an event. Food. Went to 2 Thanksgivings technically.
Okay.
With my sister's boyfriend's house.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
And with my aunt's house. It was a long day. We ended up going to the club. Me and my cousin, my girlfriend.
Oh, really?
And his girlfriend.
You went on Thanksgiving?
Yeah, we went to the club. We were drinking for probably most of the day. So
what were y'all drinking on Thanksgiving?
We had coquito. Girlfriend made that.
Is that like champagne?
Awesome. No, it's not.
Oh, damn.
Champagne.
I don't know what it is. I be drinking
You
hella
ever had
champagne.
you ever had rum chata?
I've had rum.
Okay,
I've had a lot of rum. Too much rum in my life.
Like milky, I guess.
It's like horchata.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of like that.
Okay.
Like that.
All right.
Yeah. So that was pretty good.
Okay. I need to get my knowledge up in these areas. But you were saying?
Yeah, and I forgot what else. I think it was Reposado or something, or Jose Cuervo after that.
Oh man.
And then at the club, I had the strawberry daiquiri.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
I like them joints.
It was probably a bad decision because I didn't feel good. Girlfriend didn't feel good when we got home.
How much was you drinking, man? How much was y'all drinking, man?
I don't even remember, bro. I can't even remember.
See, this thing about Thanksgiving that makes it fucked up. It's like you're just eating all the time, bro. I'm sick of Thanksgiving now, bro. I used to I could only do 3 plates this year, and it's just it's too much food, man. It's just too much, man. It's all just too much today. It's all too much, and that combined with the club, I can't even imagine.
Hey, that's the first time I ever did that. I mean, like you say, my cousin forced me to go out. You know what I'm saying?
He did. She did.
He didn't force me.
Oh, okay.
But it was kind of I kind of told him I would go already. So I wasn't expecting to feel the way I did after all the Thanksgivings.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I wasn't thinking.
Wait, was it 2 in the same day?
Yeah, 2 in the same day. 2 in the same day.
Oh, nah, I used to do that, bro. I used to go house to house, but that one Thanksgiving, it was enough for me. I didn't even have a lot of different foods. I just had a lot of the same 5 foods pretty much, and I was just at that point I was yo, after 25 Thanksgivings in my life, it's
yo,
enough is enough at this point, bro. I don't even really like what it stands for. I just like the fact that we all have family together. You know what I mean? Everybody's together and we all eating the same stuff and we're catching up. And that's what I like about it. But it's too much at a certain point. So
all right.
Let's get into sports though.
All right.
Yeah.
We're going to sports.
All right. So I'll speak for one. I know I've been watching a lot of basketball lately. Specifically the NBA.
Basketball and football for me. 100%.
Yeah.
Hey.
So what games have you been checking out though in the NBA? What's the most recent game you watched?
The Heat Lakers game.
That was yesterday.
Yeah,
right?
that was a surprising stomping.
I missed that.
The Lakers.
They won by 44 points. The Lakers been struggling lately after a hot start. But what'd you see in that game? They
weren't playing defense. The Lakers were not playing defense. We normally can get hot from the 3-point range, but it's not from that. Not everybody is out there shooting threes. Tyler Hero is having a great year, the All-Star year, I think 100%. He's been probably our leading scorer, so I'm not surprised he scored 31. But I thought LeBron and AD were gonna go out there and at least dominate a little bit and make it a closer game. But hey, I don't know what's up with Laker Nation. JJ Redick, he has his hands full right now. I don't know what's going on.
What I did notice in that game was I didn't really I didn't watch that game, but I did watch the press conference after, and JJ Redick definitely gave some fuel to the fire that the media is giving. Because it's he was talking about how he was we're in team huddles and everybody's saying they're together, but he's saying I don't feel it right now. And that's a kind of a crazy thing to reveal to the media, in my opinion, you know, because like typically as a head coach, you want to show that everything is okay. Like they're not in a panic. Like, you know, everybody's together and they're all on the same page. And he literally just admitted that they're not right now, which is kind of crazy to me, especially in the LA media, you know. It is early yet, so we can't like, right. You know, the Lakers are still, they still have a winning record. They're still 12-9, I believe.
And they started out hot. You know, they started out looking
Definitely
really good. AD was a MVP candidate. I mean, we know with AD, he's not really consistent all the time. So I'm not really surprised he's not like playing like a dominant Jokic.
For him, it's also about health too, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, but I feel like he's been kind of healthy this year. Like, you know, not like a little bit more than he's been the past couple of years. I mean, you can't really expect a whole lot from him at this point. You know, he's getting older too. So it's not like he's going to get less injured.
He's still an incredible player though. You 100%. Know, it's just
when he's healthy.
Yeah. And that's a lot of players in the league now, but especially him, you know, cuz you know, the spotlight's on him since he's next to LeBron, you know, and so there's a lot of pressure on him to perform, definitely. But yeah, you know, I've watched, you know, a few Laker games. I have watched a couple Heat games this year. You know, I think Miami's a sleeper team to compete in the East, although the top of the East is looking really good lately. Like the Knicks, for example.
The Knicks.
I'm way higher in the Knicks on this episode than I was on the last episode, bro. Like they've been playing great.
Look at the Celtics too. You can't ignore the Celtics.
The Celtics we knew about though, because they won a championship and they got a deep lineup. Cleveland looks really good too.
The Cavs. I was just about to say the Cavs look nice.
Yeah.
I've been keeping up with Indiana.
Yeah, Indiana's
looking nice.
Indiana's a good team too because I mean they made the Eastern Conference Finals last year, but they also have they have young pieces and pieces that are like, you know, kind of ready. You know, like Halliburton, for example, he's not quite in his prime yet, but he's getting pretty good. Who else? I got Miles Turner. You know, I think of also who's that dude that used to play for Toronto? Siakam.
Oh yeah, Siakam.
You know,
Matt Mathurin's a good player too.
Yeah, so you know, Indiana they'll compete, but right now though, I think it's either gonna be Boston or the Knicks. It's looking like because I really was not this high in the Knicks, but Cat's been playing physical in the regular season.
Yeah,
he's really embraced it. You know,
they have high potential, 100%. Mikal Bridges, he's supposed to be a great player too. Right now, he's playing like, you know, more role player-esque, but lately
he's heating up later.
Yeah,
you know?
Lately he's been heating up. So if he can keep
he's
this
been
up,
shooting well. That's the thing about the Knicks though. They've been shooting very well lately too, and they play very physical defense. But
Josh Hart is a good player.
Josh Hart too. You know, they do need a little bit more depth, I think. You know, but you know, I think the trade deadline, I'm not really ready, you know, to say who's going to be in the finals or not yet. You know, I know we said that earlier in the year, but I want to wait until some trades are made. Like, you know, the Knicks really, from the game I saw 2 nights ago, they smacked the Magic, you know, but the Magic, they were missing, I can't remember his name, but anyway, Paulo.
Yeah.
Banchero, I think is his last name.
Banchero.
Yeah. And so he was out, and so I think that's part of why the Magic underperformed. But, you know, I think
Franz Wagner was playing really well, though.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, he was doing his thing.
Definitely. And in terms of, you know, because right now we're right at the beginning of the Cup, I believe.
The
NBA Cup.
In-season tournament.
Yeah, I think Milwaukee is playing Orlando. And the Knicks, they're playing the Hawks. So they're hosting Trae Young again.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting. I mean, it's literally all for money, you know? It's literally all for money right now. So it's like, you know, the in-season tournament, as we saw last year, like it was kind of an okay indicator of team seasons because like the Lakers, they didn't make the playoffs. But I think they won the Cup over Indiana, didn't they? And Indiana eventually made the Eastern Conference Finals.
I think
it's kind of an indicator. Like one team got there and didn't make the playoffs. Another team got to the Eastern Conference Finals. So it's like, it is kind of an indicator. You know, I think in the West, they got Oklahoma City right now. I think Dallas is in there too. And then the Nuggets, I think they're playing, is it the Rockets? Maybe?
Oh, yeah. The Rockets is number 2 in the West right now, right?
So like the thing that makes the Cup confusing is that the standings and all that is like, it's on 2 different pages, you know. But
like the winnings they have in
but the Rockets definitely been playing well. Yeah, okay. I gotta see. But anyway, yeah. But in terms of totality of the season, the Rockets have definitely been playing well. They're a very young team too. But yeah, and then the other game I saw is
the Denver Nuggets and
who did they play, bro? I know the Warriors.
Yeah,
they played the Warriors.
Yeah, the Warriors.
That was a close game, but Denver.
Steph is doing his thing.
Yeah, yeah. That's
But-
a big part of it. I mean,
Yeah.
Golden State looks good again too. I don't know what it is about Klay Thompson being
Yeah.
out of there, and like now all of a sudden they're playing better. Even Draymond is not healthy, So, but Steph's been balling. They got this dude. I can't pronounce his last name, but they drafted him a few years ago.
Oh, the
yeah,
Podolsky.
yeah. That dude. That dude was
Podolsky?
balling too.
Yeah.
Golden
With
State.
the fro and the headband.
I don't think they're a contender, but they're definitely one of the best teams in the West. It's all gonna. I think right now there's a lot of pressure on Steph. So
I mean, there's always been a lot of pressure on Steph. But
nah, not like now though, because now you don't have Klay Thompson or KD and Draymond isn't playing all the time either.
But
so
it's been a while since they had that dream team.
No, of course, yeah.
Players, so.
But even a few years back when they won a title, they still had quality guys that could
Role
take
players.
the pressure off of Steph. And right now, those guys are still pretty young. So yeah, that's pretty much where it is. I still think right now though who would you say like the top 3 teams in the NBA are right now though? Before we jump into football, at this moment on December, what is it? December 5th.
Yeah.
Yeah, on December.
Okay,
let me double
so
check. Yeah, it's December 5th.
Think we got to just put Boston in there on
Definitely.
off default.
I'm with you on that. I think they're 1 still.
OKC.
I put them in there too. I probably
And Denver.
So no Cleveland yet. You think Cleveland's
Nah.
got to keep it up?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if they can beat the Celtics in the playoffs. I mean, we got to see that.
Yeah, I think
they're gonna have a tough run if they play the Knicks too.
I also really like Minnesota. Even though they haven't had a great start, there's still a lot of time left in the season, and they got a lot of good players.
Potential.
They also had a great season last year, so I'm not ready to count them out either. I think Dallas should be good too.
Kyrie looking like how he was with the Celtics.
Clay's been balling too. Luka, everybody's been balling really. And
they have a perfect team, right? It looks like
they do have a really good team. I think the
yeah.
perfect team right now is still Boston. With the exception of maybe depth. If some guys get hurt.
But the way PJ Washington's been playing, Gafford's been playing.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the finals, man, they gave them extra, get some great experience.
We still got to see them play defense a little bit better, but we know they're going to be a playoff team, 100%. They're going to be probably in the top 5, most likely.
We'll see though. But right now, my top 3 is Boston, OKC, and Cleveland. I'd say. But that can all change a lot. It's still early in the season yet.
Okay.
2 months left until the All-Star break, around maybe 2.5. So we got a lot of time. But yeah.
Shit.
Let's go into the NFL though. Right now it was just after the week of Thanksgiving in the NFL. So right now we're heading into what week are we heading into? Like week 14 or something? Week 13?
I think it's.
Let me see. But yeah, pardon us with the phones. We freestyle on this episode. So okay, we go into week 14. The game tonight is the Packers and the Lions.
Lions got this.
You think? I think so too. Although they don't have Hutchinson. But they've responded quite well. They're 11-1.
When you scoring points like that, I don't know. Josh Jacobs, isn't he hurt or something, or is he playing?
Nah, he's been playing. I think. Yeah, I saw him a
Okay.
few weeks back. I don't know if he got hurt since then. But
If
the Packers, both of those teams run the ball a lot, and they play sound defense. And they could throw the ball when they need to, also. So it's like
true.
they're kind of mirror images of each other, but Detroit's the better team, like in terms of like overall,
I mean, they have more experience, players. I mean, I would say Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's a more, veteran superstar.
Yeah,
Jaden Reed's a great receiver too, and Romeo Doubs is good.
Watson's a good player too.
Yeah.
And then Detroit, though,
He gets hurt a lot though.
Yeah, but Detroit, they have I think they have the best offensive line in the NFL. I think
Best running back Duro too.
Yeah. They're ridiculous. They're right now the team that's standing out to me as like the best in the NFL.
I think we said that.
Yeah, we did.
We did say that,
we did.
yeah.
But Kansas City, their record is still the same as theirs. But they haven't been dominating games like Detroit has. Although Detroit played a close one against Chicago, but divisional games they're always close, no matter who you're playing.
Chicago's a tough out. No.
Yeah, although the record's not good, they've been playing close games. So, what stands out to you though this season so far in the NFL the most? Like, who surprised you from a team
The
standpoint?
49ers.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they haven't stayed healthy, but damn, like their receivers been underperforming.
Yeah, Debo's not playing the way he normally is. I mean, Brock
Even while
Purdy,
Ayuk was on the field, it wasn't looking good either. And
yeah,
now, he's off the field. Although Jennings is a good player, I think
Kittle's looking little. You know what I'm saying?
I can't speak for that. I have no clue. But yeah, Purdy's been in and out of the lineup too. But then McCaffrey is the main thing though. But yeah, it's too bad. I think yeah,
Hey.
San Francisco, I don't see them winning although they're very close. Like NFC West is gonna be an interesting division. It's like a
Yeah.
whole lot of above
Arizona
average.
is looking
Whole lot of
looking
above average
surprising.
in that
Yeah.
division.
Yeah.
Not I wouldn't call them good teams necessarily, but a
Above
lot
average. I mean,
of.
above
I think
average
so.
is
You
kind of
mentioned
good.
Arizona.
Yeah, Arizona's looking kind of promising. I don't know if they'll get a wild card spot.
So I said we said the 49ers would win the division before this, and I think most people would agree before the season on that. But now, like I think based on the way the schedule's looking and
You
everything,
think the Rams?
I think the Rams.
Yeah, I think you would say the Rams.
Just
too.
because they've had that experience, and like in December, them games get crazy. But
Poop in the pool, man.
Arizona though, they've definitely shocked me. I think I will say this: the Cardinals probably right now got the best quarterback. But in terms of the most well-rounded team, I still think it's the Rams. So that's why I would say that. You know what? Actually, I think we should talk about, even though I am a fan, so I got to bring it up, man. How you feel about the way the Ravens been playing, man?
The Ravens,
Yeah, because that's been in the news lately.
I feel like they're definitely still one of the top teams out there in the AFC. I don't know. I feel like they've had a team before where like they've had talent and they've had
Right.
the offense. Now they have Derrick Henry. It's a different level of offense right now, but we got to see how they play once they get up against Swiss Chiefs.
I mean, we played them week one, and
Yeah.
we played them tight, but
Yeah.
that was different teams.
Yeah.
both of these teams,
Yeah.
but
And the Bengals are looking promising too. They have they're a little scratchy, but if they get in the playoffs, we know
I don't know.
we know we got some.
I don't
Hey.
know, because the thing with the Bengals right now is they're losing key games
They are. Though.
in the division. We swept them already. The Steelers beat them. So
So what's the record?
they're like 4-8, 4-7.
God damn.
Yeah, like no, wait, let me think. The Ravens are 8-5. Yeah, the Bengals are 4-8 right now. Yeah, so they got to win out if they're gonna get in. I would think, because I don't know.
Oh, okay.
They got to get a better record than Denver, Baltimore, the Chargers, and of course all the division winners out there. What I'll say about the Ravens right now is that it's been a frustrating season right now because like even though we're 8-5, it's like our offense has been playing so well all year, right? And our
Yeah.
defense has been so bad all year.
Yeah.
And so, we were still winning games despite it until later on, and the defense kind of collapsed. And then the defense got their shit together against Pittsburgh, and our offense did nothing, and we lost. And then now we go into, the week after, our offense, plays well. Defense plays pretty well too.
Mhm.
So it's like, all right, we're on the right track now. Everything's looking good. And then against Philly, and the offense just looks flat again. So it's like, it's been frustrating, I still don't know the long-term fix with defense just because, like, health-wise, guys have been going in and out of the lineup. And so even when we expect to get guys back, other guys get hurt. And so I'm hoping they stay healthy, But it's been frustrating because it's like now it's to a point like where we probably won't win the division. So you'll have to be on the road in the playoffs, and that's a different animal. So it's like we'll see,
Hey.
but it's been frustrating. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you'll still get far in the playoffs, but I think Lamar, the question is, can he get to that next level?
Yeah, win a
And,
Super Bowl.
Yeah, and hey, it's
That's
anybody's
that's
guess
all our
now.
goal is right now,
Yeah.
And so that's why
Mhm.
we're lucky enough to be in a spot where it's like, all right, the Ravens are 8-5, but they're still like concerned, and it's been frustrating because it's like, yeah, we're supposed to be a playoff team, and we expect that every year, but we're trying to get to the Super Bowl and eventually win it, and so right now it's gonna be a lot of pressure on Lamar and Derrick Henry if we're gonna win these games. The defense definitely has to step up, and they have been stepping up, but it's got to continue. So it's going to be a crazy stretch. I mean, what I will say is that, we lost to some really good teams, so it's not like, we were losing to the Raiders or the Browns, like we
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
Where do you predict you guys will end up?
if I have to be as realistic as possible.
Mhm.
If we win the division, God willing, I don't think we will. If we win the division, I could see us maybe winning a Super Bowl. Honestly, we got the talent to do it. But if we got to go on the road, I don't know, because those are hard games to play when you got, you have to win 3 games on the road in the AFC. In cold weather, raucous fans, and really good teams. It's not easy, to do that. But if anybody could do it, I think it's Lamar Jackson. But we got to see,
He's
though.
a dynamic
Realistically,
player.
though, at this current moment, I see us losing the division or the AFC Championship, one of the two, right now, just because Buffalo looks really good, Kansas City, and even Pittsburgh, man.
Yeah, Buffalo looks good now.
Yeah. That's another team that's been balling since we
Josh
left.
Allen is looking freaking like Michael Jordan, goddamn, out there.
Yeah, he's still not. I don't know. I don't know who my MVP. My MVP is still Lamar Jackson, just because his performance has been the same. We gotta win games though. That's we can't lose any more games this year if we're gonna win the division. So got 4 games left.
Who do y'all play?
Next game I think is against the We got a bye week and we play the Giants. So yeah.
Okay.
We better pray we win that game,
bro.
Because you lose to the Giants. You might as well.
They should
win
lose that game. The Giants wouldn't lose that. They should be saving the draft picks right now.
Hey, I don't even think Dexter Lawrence is going to play. So we got, I mean, we wouldn't have any excuse to lose that game regardless. But
freaking Tommy DeVito.
Yeah. So
or no.
No, they got Drew Lock now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Lock.
They don't got that gimmick out there. No. Yeah. So I can say it, but anyway, Anyway, so we'll end it like this. Who's your top 3 teams in the NFL right now, and then we'll hop into the next episode.
Lions.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I guess Chiefs.
I agree with that.
You know what? I'm going to pick your Ravens, man.
Really? I appreciate it. I think it's the Bills right now, but at least we kicked the Bills' ass. We kicked the Bills' ass, though.
Yeah, I think you guys could beat the Bills, though. I really think your team matches up a little bit better with them than it would like the Chiefs or whatever, And
the snow if it's a snowy game, for example, if we played them in the playoffs and it was really snowy, that might help us.
Yeah, y'all can run the ball better than they can run the ball. 100%.
They can run the ball well too, though. They got Cook and Josh Allen's a monster.
Just a tad bit better.
You got Henry and Lamar definitely. So that's hard to stop. But anyways, man, I'm ecstatic to be back here. Deuce and Dom podcast. This was a sports/Thanksgiving edition.
Like, subscribe.
Yeah, next Thanksgiving, I'm not gonna eat as much, and I'm gonna go to the club with Deuce. So I'm putting that here right now, and you're gonna show me this video in early November 2025.
You could party with the family, man. You welcome.
Hey, hell yeah, man.
Hey,
it's gonna be a lot of fun. But Deuce and Dom family, man, we appreciate y'all. Let us know what you thought of the video. And let us know how y'all been, man, and whatnot. Let us know anything. That's what the comment section is for. We don't gotta tell you what to say. Just say what you got. Say what you say. So
we love y'all.
No doubt, we love y'all to the fullest. So Deuce and Dom family, we out. Peace.
Peace.
All right. Good episode, man.